Welcome to Rampage TV for the second part of our doubleheader tonight, featuring the 18U Midget AAA Division, Colorado Rampage versus in-state rival Rocky Mountain Roughriders. This should be a good one, David.
Absolutely. Two of the best teams in the state, 18U level. These are the big boys. So you're going to see a lot of speed, a lot of skill, a lot of action, a lot of physicality out of both of these teams. It'll be really interesting to see who comes out on top. Rampage are a great representative of Southern Colorado hockey. They tend to come out on top there. And when you go up to the north, the Denver area, you got the Roughriders and the Thunderbirds to contend with, and they're always right up there.
So two big teams here, both having some success early in the season. Roughriders in their alternate uniforms, sporting the white helmets this year with the green Penn State stripe. So as we pull up the stats here for both teams, we're going to go through the lineup for the Colorado Rampage, as they've got a couple players back in action, including defenseman Truman Wurst, who just made it back from Manitoba, the Manitoba Junior Hockey League, rejoining the Rampage. A huge addition to the D-line. I'm Sean Hathaway, joined with David Cunliffe here in the booth. Thanks for tuning in on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Starting lineup for the Rampage will be number 96, Caden Giramo. He'll center up number 9, Nayan Pai, and number 11, Clayton Deutsch. Number 15, Blake Chapman will center up number 22, Brandon Steiderher, and number 63, Charlie Blake. Number 34, Joey Winogle. He'll center up number 55, Brave Esplin, and number 8, Cole Larson. It'll be number 28, Colin Kreisen. He'll center up number 72, Kento Sanchez Mariyama, a spark plug player for the Rampage. And they'll play alongside number 74, Boone Kinseth, big forward from Montana. At D, it'll be number 27, Alec Fish, paired up with number 4, Zach Hertz. A big combination there, solid defensive pairing. It'll be number 25, Easton Schmidt, along with number 21, Garrett Lindsay. And number 46, Mari Sarnanen. And number 17, Truman Wurst, back for the Rampage, which is exciting news.
So we're seeing a matchup between the...
So when we look at the Rocky Mountain Roughriders, they right now are ranked 35th in the country. Their last games against the Dallas Stars Elite, they ended up with a 3-1 win. They lost to the Sioux Falls Power 3-1. And they lost to the Phoenix Junior Coyotes 3-2, and they lost to the Anaheim Junior Ducks 3-2. So coming off some losses there, basically 1-3 in their last outing. And this will be the first time these two teams meet. Colorado Rampage, as we take a look at their rankings, currently ranked number 23rd in the nation, one of the highest rankings they've had here in a few years. They're coming off a couple big wins a couple weekends ago against the Colorado Springs Tigers, 7-1 and 7-3. And they have not been on the ice since, as we'll see them in action tonight. And then next week, they'll be off to play the Phoenix Junior Coyotes, Dallas Stars Elite, on October 21st and 22nd. So a good season so far for the Rampage AAA team, coached by NHL alum, Colorado Avalanche alum, and NHL veteran Brett Clark. Does a heck of a job with this hockey team. This team competes. They have practices where you watch these guys in practice, a lot of competition, a lot of high compete level, and it certainly shows on the ice.
That's something you always see when you watch the 18U practice. Every practice looks like they're playing a game. They're going up against each other, they're competing, they're hitting. They're trying to get every ounce of everything that they can get out of each other, and that's exactly what you want to see from a team that wants to get better. And this team is not only getting better, but they're already succeeding. You know, a 23rd in the nation, that's nothing to scoff at. You know, it may seem like, there's 22 teams ahead of them, but man, it also comes down to their schedule, who they played, where they're playing. So there's a lot of math that goes into it, but this is one heck of a team. I'm looking to see them compete the rest of the year.
So the three leading scorers right now, according to Elite Prospects, with 9 games played, Nayan Pai with 8 goals, 4 assists, total of 12 points. Easton Schmidt 6 goals and 6 assists for 12 as a defenseman. Pretty impressive there. And Joey Winogle with 5 goals and 7 assists, also with 12 points. So 3 players with 12 points in 9 games. And then Blake Chapman with 8, Clayton Deutsch with 7, Owen Kinzeth with 6, Charlie Blake with 6, Brandon Steiderhart with 5, Creighton Geronimo with 5, Brave Esplin with 5 total points. So some balanced scoring for the Rampage.
Yeah, and that's incredible to see. The top 11 players in point scoring, the least they've scored is 5 points. To have that thin of a spread between your top 11 players in scoring, that just means everybody's contributing, everybody's getting in on the play, everyone's making things happen. That's how you create a successful hockey team. It's not about 1 or 2 people leading the scoring, it's about the entire team contributing.
And in net tonight, from Portland, Oregon, we get Thomas Caffarelli.
Oh, I love Thomas Caffarelli. Great kid, great mindset. I really love about him as a goaltender is he doesn't get too hard on himself. Obviously, he takes things very seriously. You see him preparing before the game. You can't get any word out of him. But, you know, he keeps a level head. He doesn't get too down on himself. And he's a tremendously athletic goaltender. I'm excited to see how he performs tonight.
Caffarelli was the subject of many, many highlight saves last year as we broadcast the 16U game. Love saying his name. We're going to hear a lot out of Caffarelli tonight. Again, like David said, a very athletic goaltender. Watch the way he moves. This kid competes. One of the highest competing goaltenders I've watched at the AAA midget level. It's going to be fun tonight to see what he does at the 18U level. This is a good Rocky Mountain Rough Rider team. And obviously with the connection with the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders, we're able to get a few players from outside the United States. They obviously get a little bit of help from that connection.
They do a great job of sourcing talent. I mean, they're a tremendous hockey team. If you beat the Rough Riders, if you're ahead of the Rough Riders, man, you are doing a great job. Colorado hockey has just become so diverse and so competitive over the last couple of years. It's great to see.
3 international players on the Rough Riders roster, 1 from Ukraine, Arsen Moskalenko, and 1 from Slovakia, Tez Zilbert. And then goaltender number 33, Elliot Hartwick from Halifax, Nova Scotia. So an international flair to this Rough Riders team. We'll see whether or not Hartwick is playing or whether it's number 39, Derek Wood. Tough to see at this angle. Looks like to me it's Wood, Derek Wood from Louisville, Colorado. We'll confirm that once we get him to turn around.
I'll put on my my X-ray specs, see all the way down there if I can.
Well, strap in.
Oh, we're seeing Hartwick. We're seeing Hartwick in that.
So they're going to go with the Canadian from Nova Scotia.
I hope I'm not wrong. I'll look silly.
So strap in the seatbelts and get ready to go. Those that are joining us on Roku, Apple TV, hopefully you're enjoying from the comfort of your living room couch on your big flat screen TV. Hopefully our camera angles are working well tonight. And hopefully the play-by-play isn't too jumbled.
Oh, Sean, you're fantastic. I can never say the amount of words you say tonight. It's incredible.
Caden Geronimo, number 96, will step up and take the opening face-off with Deutsch and Pye. And the Rampage win the draw, but we're going to get a whistle, and they'll do it all over again.
Everyone's a little too eager to get going. The wingers. It's always a difficulty for the refs to keep the wingers out of the circle. They just want to get in and get that puck.
So Geronimo. And we get another whistle.
Come on, boys. Let's go. Settle down.
Nan Pye is stepping into that face-off circle a little bit too early. The referee will try it a third time. Third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm. And usually they give up at this point.
And
there we go. They
behave
win it
back again. Hertz to Fish. Fish with it. Back to Hertz. Hertz back to Fish. Little game of catch. And up the ice. Good play there to come out of the zone. Here comes number 96, Geronimo. Throws it out front. Nobody home. Pye tries to get it up top. And out of the zone it comes. Tracked down by Fish. Fish ships it over to Deutsch. Can't quite connect. Pye now picks it up. Pye cross ice play. Hit Geronimo. He couldn't control. Rough Riders now with it. Back behind their net. They'll fire it up the ice, right to the middle of the ice, and out of the zone they come. Through the neutral zone, picked off there with the back pressure, but able to maintain possession. Little move there by the Rough Riders, Gordon. And Fish will skate it out of the zone with a little bit of help. Rough Riders will regroup in the neutral zone here. Through the middle of the ice they come. Some interesting uniforms this year. A little wild with the green, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of Michigan State, kind of neon, halfway between the Dallas Stars and Michigan State, I'd say.
Rampage back in their zone now in the half wall. Working on the half wall, trying to come out with possession. Here's a shot on net, blocked as number 22, Brandon Steidehar, picked it up, skated across the top of the circle, fired on net, and it was tipped up and out. We're going to face off to the left of the Rough Riders goaltender. Again, pretty tough to see. Haven't confirmed that number yet down there.
I'll do as soon as I get a confirmation from my eyeballs. I will let you know. I'm prepared to be wrong.
Well, in the meantime, it's the Rough Riders goaltender. Save made. Off the draw. Rough Riders in the corner now. Fired up the boards and out of the zone. Dumps it in the zone and chased down there by number 25, Easton Schmidt. Schmidt fires it around the boards. Steidehar, here he comes. Passes up to Chapman, can't quite collect it. And it's going to come all the way down on the goaltender. And Rough Riders will control. Fired around the boards. Out of the corner they come with it. Tried to fire it up the middle of the ice, blocked by the Rampage, but picked up there off the boards and dumped down deep. Caffarelli will stop it, and Truman Wurst, nice play by Wurst up the ice. And he gets it to Larson. Larson chips it in. Rampage forecheck. Rough Riders able to skate it out. Good pressure put on there on the forecheck. Rough Riders able to get it out back into the neutral zone. Wurst now with it. Truman Wurst. Great to see him back in a Rampage uniform. Dumps it down deep for Brave Esplin. Esplin now with it in the corner. He'll get it behind the net. Rampage fired out front. Nobody home. Caffarelli will play it. And Caffarelli will just hang on to it. Nope. Caffarelli will fire it up the ice. Nice play by Caffarelli to Winogo. Wurst will pick up the loose change. Fire it up the ice to Esplin. Off the boards to Saarinen. He'll dump it down deep and chase after it. Saarinen throws it out front. Nobody home there as he tried to find, looks like number 8 for the Rampage, Larson, and Larson was covered up by a couple Rough Riders.
It's tied up just a little bit. It was a good idea, but at that point you got to stick it out and take it behind the net and check for more options.
Fish chips it up the ice. Here comes number 28 for the Rampage, Kreisen, behind the net. Colin Kreisen fires it up front, and a shot by Kunz that just fanned on it as he tried to get low for the one-timer. Couldn't quite get it on his stick, and here come the Rough Riders to the neutral zone. Alec Fish, nice job controlling his man. Pushes him off in the corner. Gets some help from Kreisen. And Fish fires it around the boards. And nice job by Kinseth to play the body. And Kinseth will control. Kinseth passes it across. Here comes Mariyama. He's got some speed. Stays in the middle of the ice. Shot on net. Save made. Another shot on net by Hertz. Doesn't get all of it. And the Rough Riders will control. Through the neutral zone they come. Dump it down deep. Picked on the stick there by number 21, Garrett Lindsay. He'll skate around. He gets it. Get intercepted by Engel. Engel, nice job there to take his man out of the play. And the Rough Riders dump it down deep. Lindsay. And here comes Deutsch. Deutsch chips it up out of the zone. Pye tries to get to it. Pye picks it up in the neutral zone. Can't quite reach. And we're going to get an offsides as number 96, Caden Giramo, was on the other side of the blue line. So 15:53 left to go. Some good action so far, David.
Yeah, you know, the only thing I'm seeing that's holding up the Rampage personally is just that burst of speed. When you get that bust, you know, they're very comfortable and they're very calm, cool, and collected. But you don't want that to lead into complacency. You want to see some speed. Every time you get that puck, you want to be going 100%. Use all you can and get off the ice. I feel like the Rampage are still holding a little bit back in this kind of feeling out process of the game.
Around the boards it goes. Schmidt with it. Schmidt throws it up the ice to Pye. Pye can't collect it. And the Rough Riders able to regroup in the neutral zone. They'll carry it across the blue line. There's an opportunity. Nice job by Schmidt to hold up his guy. Pye picks up the loose puck. So great job stepping up by number 25, Schmidt. And Durfee couldn't hold it in for the Rough Riders in time. We'll get an offsides and a face-off in the neutral zone. So great job there by number 25, Easton Smith. Just stepped up on his guy, eliminated him, and Pye was able to pick up the loose puck.
That's what coaches talk about, taking the man out of the play. Take the man out of the play, let your other players, if they're in the right position, they're going to be able to back you up and take that puck.
Nice pass by the Rough Riders. Here's a Pass across for Siebert, unable to connect. Shot on net, tipped. Sails just past Caffarelli's net. Roughriders with a couple chances here. But nothing to get on Caffarelli. In the neutral zone now. Roughriders will chip it back in. Truman Worst will skate after it. Worst backhand around the boards. Picked off there. Sarnen with it now. Ari Sarnen throws it up the ice. Here's a play here. Number 22 coming in for the Rampage. Shot! And off the post. Number 22, Brandon Steidehar, off the post. So a great opportunity for the Colorado Rampage on a breakaway. Steidehar unable to bury it. And I'm sure he's going to want that one back. Hertz now chases after it. He gets pressure. Roughriders in the corner. Nice job by Winogle to knock his man down, and he'll skate after it. Roughriders able to keep it in. Hertz now. Hertz fires it around the board. And chip not out. Roughriders keep it in. Fired it off the boards, and Caffarelli will bend down, cover it, and we'll get a face-off to his right. Rampage will get a change.
I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. You know, I hate being that. But the Rampage just have to have just a touch more intensity. That clear around the corner, I don't mind that. The forwards just need to get out to that boards before the puck gets to them. Not wait for the puck to get to them, but get out to that boards and be able to make a decision before the puck gets to them.
Back to the action here in the neutral zone. Battle for it. Kreisen tries to get it deep. Can't. Rampage pick it up. Kinseth with it. Waits, has to wait. Gets his everybody on side, and Quinto Sanchez Mariama skating after it. Laid there by Kreisen. He'll go down, and the Roughriders able to get it out of the zone. Schmidt now picks it up. Fires it up the ice. Kreisen skates after it. On the forecheck, Kreisen takes the wrong angle as the Roughriders reverse the flow, and out of the zone they come, back into the neutral zone. High slaps at it, gets some help with Kreisen, and no one for the Roughriders is offsides. We'll get a face-off in the neutral zone with 13:25 left to go here in the first period. I want to thank the staff at Monument Rinks, Kelly Moon, for getting us situated for this weekend's game. Brand new broadcast booth, hardwired to the internet. We are in business for the year.
Can't get much better than this.
Worst. Up to Deutsch. Deutsch tried to drop it back to Geramo. Can't quite connect. And Sarnen will throw it back in the zone, but offsides was Deutsch. And we're going to get a face-off in the neutral zone. Geramo, Deutsch, and Pai stay on the ice with Truman Worst and Ari Sarnen.
You're going to see this with a lot of equally matched teams. There's a lot of neutral zone face-offs, a lot of neutral zone play, especially early on when they're trying to feel each other out, see how each other are playing. You're going to see a lot of neutral zone play, and it's about taking advantage of the end zone play.
Worst up the ice, tried to hit Geramo, intercepted by the Roughriders. Here's an opportunity in front. Tried to pass across there, tried to find Palik, and Pai picks it up, comes the other way. Pai with some speed, top of the circle, shot blocked, goes high into the corner. Cycle back down deep to Pai. Pai lays a check. That was number 96, Geramo, lays a check. Pai with the shot, short side, goes wide. And the Rampage battling. Here's an opportunity by Pai, shot and right into the breadbasket of the Roughriders goaltender, and they will ice it. Not going to make it all the way down, though. Fish will have to play it. Fish drives it around to Hertz. Big Zach Hertz picks it up, gets it out of the zone. And in the neutral zone, Rampage will throw it deep, but number 15, Blake Chapman, was offside, so we'll get a face-off with 12:13 left to go here in the first period.
Hey, on that last shift, you see why Pai is one of their top point scorers. He's everywhere. He's shooting on net. He's getting rebounds. He's getting passes. He flies around the ice. Any chance he gets to put the puck on net, he puts it on net, and that's how you get assists and get goals.
Which a little bit different than the first time we watched him against Colorado Springs. He wasn't shooting the puck enough. Came back in that third period, started shooting the puck, and I think he scored 2 in that game.
Absolutely. Just a little bit of confidence. It goes a very long way.
Rampage now pick it off in the neutral zone. Chip it up the ice. Blake makes a hit. Hertz picks up the loose change. Here comes Hertz. Across the blue line. He'll fire a shot, and a save made by the Roughriders goaltender in the corner and chipped up. And the Roughriders unable to get out of the zone. Yes, they do. Pass across the red line. to the blue line, an opportunity, good back pressure by Winogle. And we're going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Roughriders.
It was a very physical shift, and
nope, it's going to go against the Rampage. So number 22, Brandon Steidehar, going to the penalty box for a misconduct.
That was a very physical shift, and the last thing you want to do is let your emotions lead how you play.
So the Rampage will go on the penalty kill here. Esplin, along with number 74, Boone Kinseth. Schmidt on D, along with Garrett Lindsay. Roughriders control. Up top, setting up an umbrella down below. Try to get it down low. Taylor picks it up. We'll fire it back in the corner. Try to find it out through the slot. Nice job by Lindsay to block that passing attempt. Cross ice play. Backdoor play. Caffarelli can't quite come across. Beautiful play. Nice puck movement by the Roughriders as they put it down to the face-off circle, back across the crease. They had a backdoor player right there to tap it in. Caffarelli unable to get from his right to the left in time. And with 11:13 left in the first period, the Roughriders get on the board first on a power play goal. Good puck movement on that power play. Nothing much you can do there.
Sometimes when you're down to 4 players, you really have to watch the rotation. Unfortunately, Lindsay got caught watching the front of the net, which as a defenseman is your main priority. But if you have that winger out wide, you got to step out. And he wanted to commit, but kind of got halfway, and he let that pass go through with no intervention whatsoever. You have to, at the very least, get down on Winnie, put your stick on stick, get in the way of that passing area to make sure that that's not an option. Because I know what Lindsay's thinking. He doesn't want to go all the way out to that, past that dot, because his job is in front of the net. But you really got to know where your passing lanes are and try and get in front of that.
So 10:56 left to go here in the first period. 5-on-5 action. Joey Winogle will step up to take the draw. Brave Esplin and Cole Larson at forward. Worston, Sarnen for the Rampage on D. Roughriders off the half wall, throw it to the middle of the ice and out of the zone. Back to the stick of Wurst. He'll chip it up and unable to maintain possession. Here comes the Roughriders across the blue line. Makes the move on Wurst. Does a nice job there to break that play up. Puck into the netting, and we'll get a face-off inside the zone. Full seal change by the Rampage.
Got 5 fresh legs on the ice for both teams.
Kryzen, Sanchez, Mariama, and Kinseth. Mariama will take the draw. Hertz and Fish to the right of Caffarelli. Roughriders win the draw. Up top it comes. Fired in on net. Picked off there by Kinseth. He clears the zone up to Kryzen. Kryzen can't quite collect it, but Kinseth's there to pick it up at the blue line. In the corner it goes. Kinseth and Kryzen battle, and the Roughriders able to get it around their net and out of the zone. Picked off there on the back check by Mariama. In the zone the Roughriders come, however. Forkner with it. Tries to cycle it back. Picked up there by Kryzen. Kryzen skating up the ice across the red line. He'll drop it off to Kinseth. Kinseth tried to fire it on net. Blocked, and the Roughriders up. Picked off there in the middle of the ice by Fish. He'll throw it back down deep. Roughriders off the glass. Back to the neutral zone. Hertz will have to regroup. Hertz cross ice dump. Offsides. And we're going to face off in the neutral zone with 9:48 left to go here in the first period. 1-0 Roughriders off a power play goal. Not a lot of opportunities for the Rampage yet.
Still a lot of neutral zone fighting through. The Rampage goal came off a good opportunity in the zone, but there haven't been a great amount of opportunities either way. Rampage have done a good job of getting the puck on net, but they got to get those. See, like that. That's a good shot on net, and that's what you want. You know, if you watch the last game, we were complaining about getting shots on goal. But at this point, if you have that sort of access, you want to try and fight for those shots on goal, get some rebounds, get some attackers in there, and really set up those grade A scoring opportunities.
Cade Geramo will take the draw. Dan Pye, number 9, and number 11, Clayton Deutsch. Rounding out the forward line here, Rampage control up to Schmidt. Schmidt locks in, shot, gets on net, save made. And we're going to face off to the right of the Roughriders goaltender.
He's doing a great job at keeping the rebounds to a bare minimum. Everything that seems to be going in is being swallowed up and setting up for a face-off. So that falls upon the centers. You really got to, those face-offs become that much more important. They really have to win them and get that possession.
Blake Chapman on the ice as the Rampage change it up. Sidahar and Charlie Blake, number 63. And Schmidt and Garrett Lindsay stay on the ice at D. As Chapman will step into the face-off dot here. Chapman loses the draw. Roughriders control. Fired around the net. Good forecheck pressure there by the Rampage. Roughriders able to clear it out though. Kept in nicely at the point by Lindsay. Here's an opportunity. Shot by Steidahar. Blocked out front. Never made it on net. Kept in by Lindsay. Picked up there by Blake. He loses it. And Rampage trying to maintain possession. They'll fire it back down deep. Blake, nice pass over. And it comes up to the point for Schmidt. Schmidt hits it down deep. Steidahar, shot on net. Looks like it went off the left pad. And dumped down deep by Lindsay. So good possession here for the Rampage on this shift. Blake turns. Back up top to Lindsay. Lindsay, D-to-D pass. Schmidt now. Schmidt throws it on net. Save made. Rebound loose. And the Rough Riders jump down on the ice. Big pile on net. Referee says it's still loose. Puck is sitting there.
I see
and eventually picked up by the Rough Riders defenseman right as the referee lost sight, blew the whistle. So good opportunity there, getting the puck on net, traffic in front. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, everyone was crashing the net. All three forwards were in on the action. Great job by the Rough Riders goaltender to corral it, get it underneath him, and, well, at the very least, keep it out of the net. So great pressure by the Rampage. They'll be able to regroup here. They're still in the offensive zone. Hopefully they keep up that pressure and get that puck back on net.
Manogo, Larson, and Esplin. Fresh set of legs on the ice. It'll be Worst and Saarinen on D. Rampage still controlling down deep. Shot on net is blocked, and here comes the Rough Riders across the blue line with some speed. There's a shot on Caffarelli, and it's in and out of the net. So Caffarelli beat. What a shot by Nolan as he skated in on the strong side and just rips one. And that was in and out of the net before I saw anything but the water bottle move. That was a heck of a shot.
Yeah, no, that shot had about 17 million pounds of force behind it, and I didn't see it. So, you know, if Caffarelli were to save it, I mean, props to him. But man, what a shot! It's one of those. It's hard to fault anybody. That wasn't a great opportunity shot. It was from the outside. He just, man, what a shot!
Came off his stick fast. That was a big time goal.
But now it's crunch time for the Rampage. You don't want to be down 2 goals this early in the game. You got to get something back. You got to spend some time in the other zone. Get the tilt of the ice back in your direction.
Fish lays a big hit, knocks the player into the boards.
Offsides.
So we get an offsides here, but a nice play by Fish as he rode his player and actually lifted him up and dumped him almost all the way into the Rampage bench. Trying to light a fire under his team.
There you go.
And it'll be Colin Kreisen stepping up to take this draw with Kinseth. Pinto Sanchez Mariama to his right. Rough Riders control. Throw it through the middle of the ice, and it'll be picked up by Fish. Fish skates backwards, indirect pass to Kinseth. He'll dump it in and stop behind the net. Rough Riders come out of the zone cleanly. Cross ice pass, can't quite connect, but they're able to get it down deep. And it'll be Hertz chasing after it, fired around on the stick of number 11 Deutsch. He'll fire it down deep, steered to the corner, and Nayan Pai on it. He gets some help from Geramo. Rough Riders able to clear, however, and here they come. Nice play there by Deutsch to pick that off, and Pai now. Here comes Pai with some speed, offsides as Geramo had just had one step on Pai, one extra move at the blue line, and it's an offsides.
It's a difference between a toe drag, you know, trying to stay on side, and a great opportunity. You just got to be aware, keep your head up, make sure that you're not that far ahead.
Toronto will take the draw in the neutral zone. Rough Riders control. And across the red line they come. Across the blue line, and they'll get it deep into the corner. Chased after it there. And going back into the corner by Geramo. Schmidt will pick it up, and here comes Schmidt. He'll skate it out of the zone with some speed. Defenseman here across the blue line. He'll pull up, shot on net, blocked and up into the netting. So we're going to face off inside the zone to the left of the Roughriders goaltender.
If you're Schmidt, you know, hindsight's 20/20, but you want to get that shot off immediately. He double clutched there. He made a little extra stick handle. If you get into the zone and you see a wall of black and green, sometimes your best bet is just put it on net as soon as you can. Maybe you'll get a rebound. But hey, luckily it went out of the zone and they get another opportunity.
Chapman loses the draw. Roughriders control out of the corner. Pressured there by Chapman. Nice effort there to get across the ice. Roughriders are able to clear. And they'll have to regroup. It'll be Lindsay. Backhands it back up the boards. We get an offsides. As Lindsay able to clear the zone. Roughriders can't keep it in. You get an offsides and a face-off in the neutral zone. And it'll be Chapman's line staying on. So Brandon Steidehar, fun player to watch. He's got a heck of a release himself. And Charlie Blake on the left side. Truman Wurst will step in, pick up the loose change off the draw, fire it down deep behind the Roughriders net. And it'll be Blake after it. Steidehar throws it up in the middle of the ice, picked off by the Roughriders. Here they come, 2-on-2. Wurst will step up offsides there as Schoenborn, weak side wing. He's about 2 feet offsides on the far side, and we'll get a face-off in the neutral zone. 6:19 left to go.
Some fresh Roughriders forwarders here get on the ice.
Chapman will take the draw. Stays on the ice with Steidehar and Blake. Roughriders control. D-to-D pass. And they'll dump it around the boards. Chased after there by Truman Wurst. He chips it off the boards. And Roughriders will keep it in. Roughriders working out of the corner. This is Engel. Engel skates behind the net. Put some help there from a couple Rampage defensemen. And thrown back up to the point. Good hit there by Blake. And Rampage will control. Wurst off the boards. Steidehar, nice pass to Blake. Here comes Blake. He'll pull up. We got a penalty coming up on the Roughriders, and we will see the Rampage power play for the first time tonight. As Caffarelli skates to the bench for the extra attacker, and we're going to get a tripping penalty.
It's just the opportunity the Rampage needs. 5:46 left in the period. You got a little bit of time left to get on the offensive here. Ideally, you want to get a goal in, and it sets you up perfectly to maybe get the equalizer by the time the period's over.
So Caden Geramo will take the draw. It'll be May and Pye playing up top with Fish. And it'll be number 11, Clayton Deutsch on the right side. And it looks like number 8, Cole Larson on the left. So 4 forwards and 1 defenseman for Coach Clark's team. Rampage have to regroup in the neutral zone. 5-on-4 here for 2 minutes. Fish now skating through the neutral zone with it. Passes it across to Larson. Larson loses the puck. And Fish has to go back and pick it up. He'll battle forecheck pressure. And it'll be Larson with it. He'll lead it behind the net for Pye. Pye with speed now. Here comes Pye across the red line. To the middle of the ice. He gets upended. And dumped in by Geramo. Will force the Rampage to forecheck. And Roughriders able to clear. Schmidt now takes the ice for Fish. And here comes Deutsch. He'll pull up. Passes across to Schmidt onto Pye's stick. Here comes Pye. Nay and Pye. Shot on net. Just goes high and wide. Good opportunity there. Just got to find the net on that one.
Great opportunity, yeah. Like you said, just got to hit the 6x4.
Deutsch. Here's a turnover here. An opportunity. Caffarelli with the save. Great job by Schmidt to come back to help out as Deutsch loses the handle on it. And Gordon with an opportunity. Caffarelli makes the easy save. Schmidt does a nice job shutting that down. Face off to the right of Caffarelli. Joey Winogo will take the draw. He wins it back to Schmidt. Schmidt will set up behind the net. It'll be Winogo, number 22 for the Rampage. Steidehar. Schmidt with it. Throws it up to Esplin. And number 15, Blake Chapman, but we're going to get an icing. Face off all the way back down with 41 seconds left to go on the man advantage. So Rampage have got to gain possession here and get this into the zone, take advantage of the waning little bit of time that they have on the clock, 41 seconds to be exact.
Yeah. All right, especially this close to the end of the period, It seems silly, but the end of the period can be such a momentum changer if you get a goal or some sort of momentum change just before.
Offsides on the Rampage. Going to face off in the neutral zone, and the Rampage will change it up. It'll be Boone Kinseth, Pinto Sanchez Mariama, along with number 28 Colin Kreisen, Truman Wurst, and Mari Sarnen on the ice at D. So they'll give up on their power play lines and go back to a normal forward line with the D pairing to wind down the last 30 seconds on this power play. Kinseth on the forward check. Puck gets chipped up in the air, hits the netting, and we'll get a face-off to the right of the Roughriders goaltender.
Yeah, you'll see coaches do that when you're not generating a whole ton of momentum with your power play lines. You want to get your lines back to normal, let the last 30 seconds play out. It's not like your forward lines aren't going to do something, but if you're not really getting that spark out of your power play lineup, it always makes sense to go back to your regular lines, get it back in order, and get after it.
Off the draw, Sarnen with the shot. Easily picked up there. Another face-off. Kreisen will step in to take this draw. 4:06 left to go here in the first period. And the Roughriders control, fired around the boards. And Truman Wurst unable to keep it in. Icing, no icing. Icing. Main referee said no icing. Linesman said icing, and they blew the whistle. So
it is up to the linesman to decide the icing and the offside. So that's I believe that's the one place they can overrule them. Everything else is up to the head referees. But so we see a face-off in the Rampage offensive zone.
Roughriders control. They'll fire it out of the zone. Sarnen will have to skate back, retrieve it. He gets dumped to the ice. Kinseth there to help. The referee tells him easy. And Kinseth out of the corner with it. Here's a bad turnover. Shot. Instead of the shot, tried to pass it across.
The shot.
So talk about the time to shoot. Not sure what he was looking at there. The Rampage dodged a bullet. Here's another shot.
Saved by Caffarelli there.
Caffarelli flashes the glove.
But yeah, like we were saying, you get that shot. You get in that space between the dot and the inside of that circle, you better put it on net or your coach is going to have something to say to you. But luckily he didn't. There was some chaos in front. Caffarelli was able to track it. There was a perfect shot opportunity in the original spot that a shot should have been taken. He was able to glove it and set up a great face-off opportunity.
Vogel loses it. Shot on net off the draw. Caffarelli with another save. Flecks the puck into the corner. Fish after it. He gets some help from Joey Vinogle. Vinogle, both of them get beat coming off the all shot on net, just goes wide. So nice play there by Pollock. As Hertz will steer it to the corner. Fish will throw it up to Larson, and Larson gets it out of the zone. And Esplin tries to pick it up offsides as Vinogle gets the loose change there. And that was a little bit of an ugly neutral zone regroup to get it in the zone. They're going to face off in the neutral zone. Geramo, along with Deutsch and Pye, top line for the Rampage. See if they can get some offense here before the end of the period. 3 minutes and 1 second on the clock. Referees telling the Wings to scoot out. And the Rampage win the draw, fire it down deep, steered to the corner. Forecheck pressure on. Deutsch skates after it. Provide the pressure, Roughriders able to control. Pye picks it up. Here's an opportunity by Pye. Backhand. Here's a shot. Sharp angle. And save made. As Geramo now with it. Fires it up top. Hurts at the point. He'll fire it on net. Blocked. Picked up there on stick of Geramo. Pye with the shot. He just fires it wide. So a couple chances here for the Rampage. Hertz holds it in. Nice job by Hertz to keep that alive. Fires it cross ice deep. Roughriders fan on it. Pye gets there. Up the ice it comes and picked up by Blake. Blake over to Hertz. Hertz fires it from the hash marks. Wide angle shot. And the Roughriders throw it up the ice. High sticking will be negated. And The Rough Riders will dump it in. Caffarelli fires it around the boards. Blake, Hertz, and Chapman battling for it. And Blake with help with Chapman. Rough Riders up the half wall. They'll fire it towards the net. Caffarelli deflects it with his blocker. Puck comes up top. Shot on net. Man in front. Caffarelli with the right pad save. He had Gordon standing right in front of him. Good save by Caffarelli to catch and track that puck through traffic. Garrett Lindsay tries to get it deep, gets blocked, knocked down, and the Rough Riders through the neutral zone. D to D they come, fire it back down deep. Caffarelli will stop it behind the net. Give it up to Lindsay. Lindsay chips it, fires it way up into the neutral zone. Gloved down by the Rough Riders. They control it. Lindsay now picks it up. Little regroup here. D to D. Schmidt off the boards. Finds Blake. Blake tries to chip it deep and goes for a change. Rough Riders, D to D play. They'll control the neutral zone here. Come across the blue line, red line, cross ice dump. Picked off by Schmidt. And on the stick of Kinseth. Here comes Kinseth now with a little bit of speed. Across the red line, he comes. Blue line. Makes some moves. Kinseth through the slot, high slot. Tries a backhand, and the Rough Riders keep that to the outside. Quinto Sanchez Mariama forechecking. And he gets dropped to the ice. Gets some help there by Kreisen. Good work there by the Rampage. Kreisen comes up with it. Gets it knocked off his stick, and Truman Worst has to back up to play the rush. Rough Riders will dump it deep, and Schmidt will chase it back. Schmidt picks it up, turns, and gets his feet moving north. Nice play by Schmidt. Good low skating stride. Showing some power there. He gets it down deep. Esplin will skate after it on the forecheck. Esplin not able to get to it. Rough Riders control. Cross ice. Good deep tape-to-tape pass. Here they come across the red line. Broken up there by Larson. Here comes Larson for the Rampage. Cross the blue line and just got to get his feet moving there. Larson just, it was almost like his feet got caught in mud. He was just skating slow, and all of a sudden his wingers, Esplin's offsides, and we got to face off in the neutral, and he's got to move there.
You got to realize where you are on the ice ultimately. You got to realize you're about to cross the blue line. Nothing's going to work if you're looking across, if you're sticking on behind you, if you're passing. Get across the blue line, set up the play, get it to your other guys. But that blue line is very important. So now you got 3.3 seconds. Not much is going to happen. We're essentially going to finish out the period here.
Joey Winoga will take the draw. Rampage win the draw. Worst will chip it to himself, and that'll do it. The end of the first period. So a disappointing first period for the Rampage. Gave up a power play goal. Gave up a sharp angle shot that Caffarelli never saw. I didn't see it. It was
I didn't see it. It was a bullet.
All I saw was a water bottle move, and that was about it.
Tremendous. I mean, I will say there's been tremendous effort and energy by the Rampage. A couple bad mistakes here. That's goes without saying, but there, no doubt, it doesn't feel like a 2-0 game. Not at all. They're right in this. All they got to do is tighten up themselves on defense, get a little bit more energy and opportunities on offense. I think they're going to be in good shape.
Shots. Got to shoot the puck. Got to get pucks on net.
Always.
And we will see what they can do coming out here. We will take a break as the Zamboni will hit the ice. We'll get a resurface. Teams will go in the locker room, settle things down, talk it over, and we'll come back for an exciting second period. It's the Rocky Mountain Rough Riders 2, Colorado Rampage 0 on the World Sports Broadcasting Network and Rampage TV. We'll be back in about 10 Welcome back to Monument Ice Rinks for the start of the second period. Colorado Rampage versus the Rocky Mountain Roughriders. And after waiting a full period and a Zamboni break, we had to check it out. David was right. It is Elliot Hartwick, number 33 from Halifax, Nova Scotia, the Canadian in net, pitching a shutout, although he hasn't been tested much tonight by the Rampage in terms of shots. But you were right, it was Hartwick.
You know, I'm going to save this moment in perpetuity. I'll have my lovely wife who's always right, and I don't mean that jokingly. She's always right. I finally got one right. But no, it's been it's been a high skill game so far. The Rampage, they're down 2 by 2 goals, but that's, again, it's not a real 2-goal deficit as far as feeling goes. Feeling wise, I feel like it's still a 0-0 game. Both teams are equally matched. It's just the Roughriders have gotten the best of the opportunities, the best of the slip-ups, the best of the penalties. The Rampage just really got a button down. I'm looking for a strong shift from the first two lines of the Rampage here to see if they can even up the pace and get a little bit of momentum in their favor.
It'll be Caden Girano, Mayan Pye, and Clayton Deutsch. They started off top line on with Hertz and Fish on D. And we'll see if they can get things started off here. Once again, Pye sure likes to get into that face-off circle fast. Roughriders control off the draw in the neutral zone, D to D. Cross ice dump, Fish will skate after it. Fish fires it around his net to Hertz. Hertz lays a check, Roughriders control. On the half wall, battle for it there. Pye will step in, help out. Some physical action there on the half wall, and the Rampage will come out with it. Hertz behind his own net. Hertz up the wall. Chipped out of the zone by Geramo. In the neutral zone, here comes the Rampage. Nice pass over to Fish. Fish pulls up, shot on net, goes wide. Hartwick, he'll steer it to the corner. Roughriders will pick it up and throw it to the neutral zone. Fish with it now. Fish chips it up the wall. It'll be number 11, Deutsch. Tried to find Geramo. Went through his legs, and we'll get an ice in. With 19:12 left to go here in the second period.
No, not the first shift you want to see. It was competitive, but you didn't have really control. You didn't create any sort of offensive time. Maybe the second line here will come out and make a difference.
Rampage win the draw. Here they come up the ice.
There we go.
Steidahar with the puck, fires it on net. It was blocked and goes wide. Chapman keeps it in. Chased after there by Blake. Blake behind the net, fires it in front. Tried to find Steidahar, couldn't get a stick on it. Steidahar up, shot on net, blocked there as Chapman gets knocked to the ice. Merrick blocks his play, and the Roughriders the other way. Good job there by Garrett Lindsay. Break up a scoring chance. Roughriders control. They'll cycle it down deep. Schmidt there. Roughriders control out of the corner. Back up top. D to D pass. And they'll fire it on net. Tip steered aside by Caffarelli. And here comes Chapman. Chapman pulls up, passes it to Blake. Off the referee. And Steidahar tries to get it deep. Can't. Roughriders control. Up the ice. Off the skate. And here comes the Roughriders across the blue line. Fired it in front. Caffarelli steers it behind the net. Rampage tried to trip it out of the zone. Roughriders are going to hold it in. Rampage are going to ice it. And we'll get a whistle at 18:06 left to go here in the second period, and a face-off to the right of Caffarelli, Portland, Oregon native. Second year here with the Rampage. Was recruited out of the Wenatchee Wild program. Came here, had a heck of a 16U season under head coach Pat Bingham. Advanced up to play for Brett Clark and the 18 team. He's a goaltender to watch, although he'd probably like to have that second one back.
Absolutely. I mean, if I know him, he wants 1 and 2 back.
Absolutely. Yep. Off the draw. In the corner, battle for it. Truman Wurst leading the charge. Kicked up, and here comes Winogle. Joey Winogle will chip it into the zone. Rampage will chase after it. Fired back behind by the Roughriders. Esplin there in the corner. Roughriders not able to get it out as Wurst or Saarinen tried to keep it in. Roughriders able to clear it. Saarinen now with it in the neutral zone. Nice pass up the ice to Winogle. Winogle skates it in, dumps it to the corner. He'll chase after it with help from Esplin. Esplin fires it around, tried to find Worst. It was blocked by the Rough Riders. Esplin now possession. Here's a shot. Larson
Great chance.
with an opportunity. Puck loose. Worst gets dropped to the ice. Esplin couldn't quite get to it. The Rough Riders come out of the zone. There's an opportunity. Shot just goes wide.
Got to go tape on tape. As a defenseman, he left that shot wide open. If you put your tape on tape, you might get a tip, and that puck doesn't get that. He doesn't get that shot opportunity.
Rough Riders throw it back down in the zone. We're going to get an offsides with 16:57 left to play and a face-off in the neutral zone. Rampage will change it up, and we'll see number 28 Colin Kreisen and his line on the ice. It'll be big number 74 Boone Kinseth and number 72 Mariama. Pinto Sanchez Mariama.
Jumpy wings still, giving the refs fits.
Rampage control off the draw. Rough Riders throw it out front. Puck bounces harmlessly in the slot. Rough Riders maintain possession. Get it back down to the corner, fire it in front of the net. Doesn't quite make it. Good defensive play there. Shot on net, Caffarelli.
Lost it.
Lost that puck.
Went right across the front there. Luckily, he didn't put his leg down. It went to tapped in.
We'll get an icing and a face-off to the right of Caffarelli. Rampage will bring their top line out. Caden Geronimo, number 96, with Nayan Pye and Clayton Deutsch. It'll be Schmidt and Garrett Lindsay on D.
Goaltender almost hit the head ref in the face, clearing the puck down the ice to the refs. He's doing a nice little gesture, almost turned into an accident. But luckily, the ref was all right. He gave Hardwick a little look.
Rough Riders off the draw. Shot blocked there by Lindsay. Nice job for him to step up. Looked like it was going to be an opportunity off the draw. Here comes Pye with speed. Pye through the legs of Weiss. Puck goes to the corner. He'll chase after it, fires it up top. Kept in by Lindsay, but unable to keep it in the zone as the Rough Riders are able to skate it out, chip back into the neutral zone. And Rampage playing a little game of back and forth here. Middle of the ice it'll go, and chased after there by Deutsch. He'll fire it on net. Hartwick will glove it. We'll get a face-off to his right.
Hey, that was a tremendous opportunity there. That looks like a terrible shot from the outside. Both Geronimo and Pye were standing right in front of the net waiting for any sort of rebound that comes out. So if Hartwick doesn't handle that cleanly, you have a great scoring opportunity for the Rampage. Great job on the offense there, getting the shot and as well as putting pressure on the goaltender.
Rough Riders win the draw. They'll skate it behind their net. And a big hit there by Garrett Lindsay. Stepping down, and we're going to get a penalty as he stepped down
Come on
the pinch. He's going to go to the box for roughing. That's a little bit of a question. He timed that pretty well.
I hate arguing with refs, but man, that was a heck of a hit. I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Well,
the refs don't want the rough stuff amping up. It was a little bit of a, he was an unaware receiver of the puck. He did not see that coming. That's how I see it. If I'm calling the game, though, I don't call a penalty.
Well, it'll be a penalty kill here for the Rampage. Joey Winogle will step in to take the draw with 15:45 left. Rough Riders back on the power play. They've already got one power play goal earlier in the first period. They control off the draw, errant pass, and it'll go all the way down the ice. Hartwick will have to come out and play it. Winogle pressures him. Hartwick will just hang on to it, drop it to his defenseman, and the Rough Riders able to settle it down and get the Rule 5 breakout going, and here they come up the ice, cross ice play, and they can't quite maintain possession. Rampage able to get to it, but not out of the zone. Rough Riders will maintain possession here, throws it up top. They'll get it set up into an umbrella formation here. Back up top, shot on net. Nope, he'll hold up, get it back down as they're working that. Good job there by Winogle to get into the shooting lane there. And Caffarelli will make the save. Love it. Kento Sanchez Mariama and Nayan Pye will step on it forwards. Fish and Hertz, two big defensemen. A steady Eddie couple.
There was a Rough Riders offensive player complaining because he got his sticks knocked out of his hand. but it wasn't a slash. He just got his stick tapped and it fell out. There's a big difference between a slash so hard that you knock the stick out of someone's hand who's right in the middle of a play and someone who's not paying attention. So it's not always going to be a slashing call. Sometimes you just got to hold on to your stick.
Going down the ice, great job by Kento Sanchez-Mariama to negate that icing as Pi flipped it up in the air, and Sanchez-Mariama showing his speed. Gets down there first. Here comes the Roughriders. Fired across. Mariama picks it up. He's got some room here. Here comes Kento Sanchez-Mariama. Shot on net, blocked. Skipper able to get his stick in the shooting lane. Puck chips out into the netting, and we'll get a face-off to the right of Hartwick. Rampage will change it up. Boone Kinseth on the ice with Charlie Blake, two big forwards for the Rampage. And it'll be Fish and Hertz on D. Charlie Blake ties up. Roughriders win the draw. And they'll set it up. 0-5 breakout here. Weiss back from behind his own net. Here they come. Through the neutral zone. Blocked nicely there by Kinseth. Roughriders have to regroup. So some good pressure there to clog up the neutral zone. Roughriders with some space here. They'll skate it into the zone. Tried to pass it across. Hertz with it. Fires it into the Roughriders bench. We'll get a whistle and a face-off inside the zone to the right of Caffarelli. As we get our in-zone camera adjusted. 14-10 left to go. 25 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Rampage have done a good job so far killing this off. Haven't allowed anything major so far. Roughriders win the draw. They'll be able to set up here. Pass across. Setting up in that umbrella formation. Back to an overload. They'll bring that guy down low. Up top again. Back to the left side. Shot on net. Caffarelli makes a save. Steers it to the corner. Good job there by Kinseth and Hertz as they kill some time off the clock. Hartwick banging the stick, 2 seconds left. Excellent kill there by Hertz and Kinseth, and it's 5-on-5. We're back to 5-on-5 action, so the Rampage kill it off and go on the offense here. Here comes Kinseth.
Tremendous last 30 seconds or so, keeping the pressure on, tying them to the boards, wasting that time. Now they're coming back with full energy.
Shot goes wide. Fish will step down, keep that puck in. Good effort by Fish. Came all the way across the ice as a defenseman on that forecheck. And he'll pick it up in the neutral zone. Cross ice pass. And here comes Rampage. There's an opportunity shot just off the post. Winogle picked up a loose puck right in front, and it just careens off the post and goes wide. So an opportunity there. Cross ice pass by Schmidt. Schmidt shot. Hurt with the save. No rebound. Here's another opportunity. Winogle. Hartwick steers it aside. So some good pressure here by the Rampage. Kept in by Schmidt. Schmidt tried to get it down to Winogle. The Roughriders able to clear as Garrett Lindsay will pick it up and stop behind his net. Reverse the play back to Schmidt. Schmidt has to battle with his man. Espen will come in to help. He'll fire it around the net. And Rampage get away with a potential slash there. No call. Ooh, there's a big hit from behind, and that is ugly, and we're going to see another penalty here. As Joey Winogle just came right into the pile, barreled into his man. Actually, it's going to be Garrett Lindsay going to the box. And so just like that, Rampage are going to be back on the kill. Not what you want to see. You just can't give up these penalties in a game like this. You've already given up one power play goal. You got killed. You killed the last one okay, but now you've just given them an opportunity to set up for another 2 minutes. Not what you want to see.
Not at all. You're facing a 2-goal deficit. The last thing you want to do is give the leading team any sort of opportunity. You just got to have a little bit of self-control when it comes to those hits. I know it's frustrating. I know you're in amongst the game. But you got to take care and make sure that not only you're taking care of the other team, but you're taking care of your team by not causing those penalties.
Colin Kreisen on the ice. And Saarinen, along with Truman Wurst. Roughriders win the draw as Pi loses it. Roughriders will set up. Shot on net. Caffarelli. Right pad save. And the Roughriders can't get to the rebound before the Rampage cleared all the way down on Hartwick. Roughriders will set it up behind the net. Weiss pressured there by Kreisen. Nice job by Kreisen. And Pi, good angle by Pi. Unable to break that. transition up, but the Rough Riders go offside. So a good neutral zone, or a good penalty kill forecheck there, providing some pressure, and they force the offsides. Kill a little bit more time. 12:04 left to go with 1:41 remaining in this penalty. Rampage will change it up. Stidahar will step onto the ice with Pinto, Sanchez, Mariama. And it'll be Sarnin and Wurst staying on at D. Truman Wurst, great addition. Coming back, was up in Manitoba, trying his luck at the Manitoba Junior Hockey League. And Rampage couldn't be happier to have him back in a Rampage uniform.
Oh, absolutely. Great talent. We got to see a little bit, we got to see a bunch of him last year. And, you know, hopefully we'll see him grow more, get more opportunities at the next level.
Errant pass by the Rough Riders comes all the way down to the other end. They'll have to set up in another 0-5 breakout. Stidahar standing in front of Hartwick. As the Rough Riders able to come out of the zone with it. Across the blue line they come. Fired it in the middle of the ice. Good back pressure there by number 22 for the Rampage. Brandon Stidahar, great back check. And he breaks up the centering pass. He'll ice it and we'll get a face-off to the left of Caffarelli. 57 seconds left to go on the man advantage. It'll be Joey Winogle stepping onto the ice with Caden Giramo. Giramo will take the draw. Hertz and Fish on D. Rampage win the draw. Joey Winogle tried to skate it out of the zone, lost it, and the Rough Riders able to get a little bit of zone time here. Rampage still with it though. Winogle can't quite get to it. Rough Riders keep it in. So a couple opportunities by Winogle. Caffarelli with the save. Rough Riders control behind the net. Skated up to the half wall and back down to the corner. Behind the net they go with it. To the far corner now. Cycle back down behind the net. Hertz will skate after it. He reverses the flow. Fire it up, and Winogle now with it on his stick. Here comes Joey Winogle. He's got a man skating with him. Winogle pulls up. Shot on net. Blocked. There's a rebound, and it's blocked. As Giramo tried a backhand rebound. Nice job by the Rough Riders to get their stick in stick lanes. And here they come with 9 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Nice job by the Rampage to kill this one off. Fish will pick it up in the corner, and we are full strength. And an opportunity, Rough Riders, again, unable to put anything on net. We're going to get an icing here as Blake couldn't get a stick on it. So they dodge another bullet, kill off another penalty. And now they're going to have to get back to work 5-on-5, get that puck back down here and get some shots on Hardwick.
And we just missed another opportunity for a shot here. Now, I don't fault, on this last stretch here, I don't fault him for pulling up and trying to make that pass across. But when you have that many black jerseys between you, you just got to bounce it off the goaltender and hope for something best. And, you know, it never hurts you when you pull off that shot to head straight for the goaltender. You never know if that rebound's going to come right back at you.
Schmidt to Kinseth. Here comes Pye. Pye shot goes high and wide. Kinseth tries to cycle it back down deep. Can't get a stick on it. Comes up top to Lindsay. Lindsay shot, blocked. Good shot, blocked there by Engel as he dropped to his knee. Took that on the shin pad. Pye now working hard in the corner. Pye pulls up. Good possession by Pye. Up top to Lindsay. Lindsay. Nice move by Lindsay. Finds a shot. Hartwick with the save. Deutsch was there. So nice play by Lindsay. A little bit of a fake. Step down. Gets a shot through. Deutsch had a stick in front of Hartwick. Not a body, but a stick. Hartwick makes a save. Deutsch gets a whack at it. And we get a whistle and a face off to his left. So Rampage will change it up.
A great confidence from the defenseman to step up and make that play. You know, sometimes it's hard to get defensemen that confidence to shoot from the point and believe that it's really going to make something happen. Garrett Lindsay doesn't have that problem. He's full on all the time, takes those shots when he can.
Confident hockey player is Garrett Lindsay. Rough Riders control, chip it out of the zone. Picked up there by Truman Wurst. Nice play by Wurst as he pulls up and
nice
chips it back in. Great job by Wurst.
That's textbook. You teach defensemen like that over and over. You hope it looks that pretty.
Showing his skill. Pass out front. Shot was just wide. Stidahar made a great play to Blake. Blake just couldn't quite find the net. Back up top to Wurst. Wurst to Chapman. Chapman shot. Stidahar there. It was blocked by the Rough Riders. And Blake with it now. As the Rampage showing a little bit of offense. Wurst can't keep it in, and it's going to have to be picked up by Sarn, and he'll throw it to Stidahar. Nice play. Stidahar cross ice to Chapman. Chapman gets it down deep, and chasing after it is Charlie Blake for the Rampage. Lays a big hit on the defenseman, and Chapman will pick it up. Gets help from Blake. Rough Riders will throw it out of the zone on the stick of Fish. Fish will have to regroup. He'll just turn and fire it up the ice. We'll get an icing here. And a face-off at the far end. Caffarelli will have to get ready for a defensive zone draw to his left. Joey Winogle, Ray Esplin, Cole Larson on the ice for the Rampage. Fish and Hertz at D. .841 left to go here. Been a fast-paced second period. Rampage win the draw. Hertz fires it around the boards. Picked up there. No icing as Larson skates after it. Gets some help from Esplin. Esplin picks it up. Esplin up the half wall, gets knocked off the puck. Gets some help from Hertz. Hertz tries to keep it in. He's got to retreat. And here comes the Roughriders now with an opportunity. Shot on net. Caffarelli off of his stick up into the netting, and we'll get a face-off to his right. Rampage will get a change. And that'll be number 28, Colin Kreisen, in his line with Boone Kinseth and Kento Sanchez Mariama. Defense will switch it up too, and we'll see Schmidt and Garrett Lindsay. 8:17 left to go. Crucial to get the next goal here if you're the Colorado Rampage.
It's crucial for either team. I mean, the Rampage absolutely have to get the next goal to stay in this. The momentum, the skill, everything is so even right now. You cannot give up the next goal. The Rampage are trying to get that next goal to really bury the Rampage and make them start sweating.
Roughriders control. Rampage pick it up though. And out of the zone. Nope. Schmidt unable to get it out of the zone. It gets turned over again. He puts a check on his man. And tries to get it up to Mariama. Roughriders control. Threw it in the slot. Picked up by the Rampage. A little bit of sloppy play here as they'll chip it up and out. Picked up by Weiss in the neutral zone for the Roughriders. Throws it up the ice. We're going to get an icing here. And a face-off all the way back down to the left of Hartwick. Rampage will get a change. See a fresh new group on the ice led by Caden Geramo, Deutsch, and Nayan Pye.
Great pressure by the Rampage to cause that sense of panic by the Roughriders to make them ice at. It's a great opportunity to set up in the offensive zone, win the face-off, get possession. Maybe get a couple chances here.
Geramo loses the draw. And Roughriders are able to clear. Here they come through the neutral zone across the blue line. Skating it wide, fires it on net. Caffarelli keeps it to the right side behind the net, fired up to the point. Here's a shot on net with traffic. Caffarelli down, he makes a save. Puck bounces behind the net, picked up by the Roughriders back up top. Cross ice play at the point. An opportunity shot. Caffarelli goes down, it just goes wide. Puck goes to the corner, chased after there by Wurst. He does a nice job maintaining his position and possession there. Gets some help from Geramo. Going up top, and Pye gets it now. Here comes Pye over to Deutsch. Deutsch across the blue line. He's got Pye with him. Trying to get it across to Pye. Pye now throws it up top, passes to Hertz. Turnover here. Deutsch does a nice job. Quick back check to negate the chance by Pollock. The Roughriders control in the zone here. Geramo picks it up out of the zone, up to Fish. Fish gets accosted at the red line. Roughriders control. Pye steps in. He'll dump it down deep. And the Roughriders will chase it. Fire it up the boards. Good breakout pass by Merrick. And the Roughriders out of the zone. That's a good breakout as they gain the zone here. Shot on net. Almost tipped. Good play by Hertz. And here comes the Rampage. Out of the zone. Here comes Fish. Fish across the red line. Fish across the blue line. Shot blocked. Chapman with it. Chapman picks it up, top of the circles. Cross ice pass, couldn't quite connect with Blake. Puck just got tipped and was bouncing. Taylor now tries to fire it out of the zone, kept in nicely by Hertz. He'll fire it all the way around the boards, and Blake will chase after it. He'll get to it first on the half wall. Nice pass up to Steidehar. He can't control though, and the Roughriders out of the zone with it. 2-on-2 if they hurry. Shot on net, there's a tip. And Caffarelli came across, didn't have to make a save. But a dangerous play as the Roughriders came in with some speed there.
Yeah, we got lucky it tipped out of the zone there because the Roughriders they're really buzzing on that shift. They're going to leave all 5 people out there, even if they're a little tuckered out, because when you see a line buzzing like that, you don't want to stop that momentum.
Rampage change it up. Joey Winogle, Cole Larson, Brave Esplin on the ice. It'll be Garrett Lindsay, number 21, and number 25, Easton Schmidt. 2 solid defensemen as well. Carmody still out with an injury. Then a depleted D-Force with the Rampage. Defensive squad. Nice to get Truman Worst back in the lineup as he adds to the depth. Rough Riders control, fired in front, and Caffarelli down on his knees will cover the puck. We'll get a face-off to his left. 5:25 left to go here in the second period.
Smart move on his point to stop the puck. Again, that hot line started out, got possession of the puck, got the puck towards the goaltender. He was able to stop it. Now the Rough Riders changed their line. Maybe the Rampage will start with that new line, get a little bit of momentum in their favor.
Rampage win the draw. Out of the zone they come, up the ice. Schmidt couldn't quite control. And it goes back to number 8 for the Rampage, Cole Larson. Larson gloves it down, lost his stick.
Nice
Fix it to Winogle, and here comes Winogle. Gets it into the zone. He's going to be squeezed off the puck, and the Rough Riders are going to control it. Fired around the boards. And Espen does a nice job on the forecheck. Forces a chip off the glass out of the zone. We're going to face off to the right of Harwick. So we were hoping to have Hall of Fame legend Lou Vero sit with us in the booth tonight, but we didn't quite get it warm enough up here, so he didn't want to sit up here and watch the game. He's down in the warming room watching, but great to have Hall of Fame legend Lou Vero working with the Rampage. Been just an amazing last year and a half working with him.
He's just such a fine human being. Anytime I spend around him, it's like some long lost grandpa you never knew you had, but you love, because he just wants to talk about hockey. He wants everyone to succeed. He's just such a fine human being, such a great representative of the sport of hockey.
Truly the father of USA Hockey. He has changed this game more than anybody could ever imagine. If you just get to know Lou and what he preached as the first director in USA Hockey history, he has changed the course for hockey in the United States. Back to the action here as the Rough Riders will clear the zone. Going back up the ice through the neutral zone, kind of an errant pass there by Saarinen. And a little bit of slapping the puck back and forth. Rough Riders will have to regroup. Rampage will get a change. Chased after there by Deutsch. He gets beat, and up the ice comes the Rampage. Here's a turnover. He's got to wait. Saarinen throws it on Hartwork. He'll glove it down, and we'll get a face-off. Saarinen had to wait for his players to get on side, so he just fires it on net. Smart play by Saarinen. Get the whistle, get a face-off in zone, get a change. We get the top line back on for the Rampage. Change of D, Hertz and Fish out there. We'll see what they can do on this draw.
Right, worst case scenario when you put that puck on net is it gets stopped and you get an offensive face-off. A great idea to just put it on net, see what happens. Maybe they get a little bit more time and they can do the change, but even better, they get the face-off, they can regroup. They lose the face-off here, but maybe they can get a little bit more.
And off the draw, so turned out to be a bad face-off in the D zone. The Rough Riders win the draw, they break it out, skate down the ice.
What a
huge
shot.
Defensive lapse there by Fish and Hurt, something you don't see often. Shot on net, Caffarelli missed that one, and it's a 3-0 hockey game. So just when you thought, what a great play, dump it in, get a face-off in your offensive zone, and all of a sudden they come down 200 feet the other way, and it's in the back of the net, and it's a 3-0 game.
That shows the dangerous complacency. You think you've done a great job, you think you got it on net, you think you have a great face-off set up, but if you let off for even an inch, the other team, a good team, a talented team, just like the Rough Riders are, they're going to take advantage of that, come down, and Faulkner put a great shot up top and put it in net. But it looks like the Rampage are going to get a power play opportunity here.
Yeah, a tripping call coming up here as the Rough Riders are going to go to the box.
This is
crucial.
This is, I mean, you have to score.
Crucial time of the game, 3:29 left to go in the period. You can't head into the locker room down 3. You've got to get a power play goal here and get this back to a 2-goal hockey game. This is a crucial moment in this game, so check this box. 3:29 left to go here in the second period, and let's see if the Rampage can convert. They're going to have their top unit on the ice, it looks like. It looks like their second unit on the ice with Blake Steidehar, and number 15, Blake Chapman, will take the draw. Schmidt and Joey Winogle forward playing up top at D. 5 forwards, 1 defenseman. Rampage win the draw. Winogle drops it to Schmidt. Schmidt holds back up to Winogle. Up top, pass across. Looking for the one-timer. Steidehar rips the shot. He just goes wide. He was looking for the one-timer. He controlled it, corralled it, and fired it wide. He's got a heck of a release, but if he misses, they've just iced it. So here they regroup.
You cannot give the other team a free breakout. especially on the power play. I appreciate the opportunity to take the shot, and I appreciate the hard shot. But in that situation, you have to hit the net. You cannot allow them a free breakout.
Shot on net.
Great
Hartwick
job
makes
there,
the save as it was Schmidt. Stepped in, took a couple steps off the point, fired in on Hartwick, and he controls, makes the save. We'll get a face-off to his right. Blake Chapman and number 22, Brandon Steidehar, will stay on the ice. Winogle and Schmidt up top.
About a minute and a half left on the power play for the Rampage. Plenty of time to take advantage.
Chapman wins the draw, picked up there by Winogle. He'll skate down, throws it down in the corner for Blake. Blake around the net he goes, passes it up to Steidehar, up top, and an errant pass to Schmidt. They're going to have to regroup. Schmidt with it. Chips it to Blake. Blake chips it in, and they're going to force the Roughriders to fire it up the glass. They do, and kept in by Steidehar up top. Passes down to Winogle. Winogle with some room. Cross ice pass. Tried to hit Steidehar. No one did a good job to cover that passing lane.
He was not open. It's one of those. You got to take a look. He did. Yeah, I saw him get his head up, but in one of those opportunities, you just got to put it on net. If it's a 50-50 pass at all, just take the better option, put it on net, and see what happens.
So it'll be number 96, Caden Geramo, along with Boone Kinseth, and number 11, Clayton Deutsch, and Fish and Pye up top. So again, 4 forwards, 1D, kept in by Fish. Pass, cross, shot, and Hartwick with the save. It's a goal. So Geramo looked like he fanned on that. He didn't get a lot on it, and that actually worked to his advantage as it came off his stick. It was a slow shot. It beat Hartwick, and that's exactly what the Rampage needed. With 2:14 left to go, it's a 3-1 hockey game as they take advantage of the man advantage.
Fantastic. That's exactly what you wanted. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't the perfect shot. It wasn't the first shot. But man, if you take the right shot, the right opportunity, the right spot, it's going to go in. You don't need pretty goals. You just need it to go in. And that shows it right there. The Rampage were able to get that goal, get it down to a 2-goal deficit, 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in the period. They have another chance to get another one.
So some good puck movement there. Good puck movement there on the power play. And it's a 3-1 hockey game. Big goal there for the Colorado Rampage. Roughriders control off the face-off here right after the goal. It'll be Fish down low, battling. He gets some help from Kreisen. Kreisen picks it up. Up the wall to Winogle. Winogle will chip it out. Or that's Boone Kinseth will chip it out. Here comes Kinseth. Across the blue line. Kinseth shot on net. It's just blocked with the last second by the Roughriders defenseman Patton. Thrown back down in the zone. Chased after by Kinseth. Roughriders throw it around the net. Good forecheck pressure there by Kreisen. Kinseth stays with it. He gets help from Kreisen. Throws back behind the net. The Roughriders go with it. Going to try to fire it out of the zone. Kept in by Mariama. Shot on net. Hartwick with the blocker save. And Ziebert with it now for the Roughriders. He'll skate around the net. He's hassled by Kinseth. The Roughriders able to clear. Back down deep it goes, and Fish will skate after it. He'll pick it up, skate behind his own net. And up the ice he comes with it. Nice pass to number 8, Larson. Larson with it. Larson tries to chip it around the defenseman. And it passes by Esplin. Esplin now has to retreat. He picks it up in the neutral zone. Back to Fish. Fish deep in his zone. Cross ice play, tried to find Larson. Larson picks it up off the red line. Here comes Larson, passes into the middle to Esplin. Esplin uses his body, pushes off his player. Larson now with it. Larson protects it, gets some help with Joey Winogle. Winogle gets dumped to the ice, back up, and maintains possession. Good effort there by Winogle. He'll push it up top. Saarinen shot on net, left pad saved by Hartwick. And Wurst comes down off the point, picks it up. Good play by Wurst. Turns, creates some space, throws it up to Saarinen. And to Winogle. Winogle in the corner now. Winogle to Esplin. Esplin skates it up, cycles it back to Winogle. Winogle behind the net. He gets upended and gets some help from Esplin. Picked up there and thrown up by Larson to the point and out of the zone. Wurst will pick it up in the neutral zone, fires it back up to Winogle. Pass is intercepted and offsides from the Roughriders with 5 seconds left to go here in the second period. So a huge goal, a momentum boost for the Rampage. Again, we talked about not going into the third period down 2. They took care of business on the power play with 5 seconds left here. Neutral zone face-off. They should be safe, barring any strange bounce, to get into the period down 3-1.
And you can see the effect that it had on the Roughriders bench. They're giving it to the refs. They're complaining about this and that. Maybe they have a point. But generally, as a coach and as a team, you're not going to throw this much of a fuss if you feel completely comfortable.
Yep, if things are going your way and you're in control of a game.
A little offsides with 5 seconds left isn't going to bother you. If you're worried, offsides with 5 seconds left is going to bother you. Now, if I'm that team, I'm going to complain. But it's a great job on the Rampage part to take advantage of that power play, get that goal, get them back in the game, and get the Roughriders worrying.
So that'll do it for the second period. Again, nice job by the Rampage to crawl their way back in, get on the scoreboard. We'll take a break here. It's a 2-goal hockey game, Roughriders 3, Rampage 1. So we'll have a heck of a finish coming up here in the third period. We're going to take a break on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes for an exciting conclusion of tonight's doubleheader matchup, the 18U Midgets, Roughriders versus Rampage. It's 3-1 Roughriders. Welcome back to Rampage TV for the exciting third period between the Colorado Rampage and the Rocky Mountain Roughriders. It's a 3-1 hockey game. Rampage able to get a power play goal before the end of that second period to get this score down to 2-goal deficit, and 20 minutes on the clock. Got to shoot the puck here, David.
Absolutely. You know, you saw at the end of that second period how important that is. You know, it's a 3-1 game. 2 goals at this point seems like a lot, but they really, just with that one shot, with that one goal, they changed the whole energetic aura of the game. The Roughriders got frustrated. The Rampage got some energy. The important part, I feel, is them being able to carry it over into this third period, because there has been a 10-15 minute break. Maybe that adrenaline, maybe that energy has died off, but you cannot let that happen. You have to keep that pressure on the Roughriders, keep them on their heels, and get another goal here soon, I think.
Now these two teams getting ready to square it off as they'll head to the face-off circle here. Looks like it's going to be the top line. Caden Giramo, Nayan Pai, and Clayton Deutsch for the Rampage, with Fish and Hertz on D. It'll be a big period here for Caffarelli. See if he can keep the puck out of the net and give the Rampage an opportunity to crawl back in this one and hopefully get a win out of tonight's action.
And they're close, man. This isn't a far 3-1 lead. This is a close 3-1 game. They just need one more goal to go their way. They're right back in it.
Off the draw, Rampage will control. Hertz will throw it down deep. Stop there and picked up by the Roughriders. They'll fire it up. Hertz will keep it in. He tried to fire it on net. It was blocked. And up over the glass it goes, and we'll get a face-off in the zone to the left of Elliot Hartwick, Halifax, Nova Scotia native. Giramo will step in and take this draw. Giramo gets set as they tell Pai to get out of the dot. Pai back to Hertz. Hertz shot on net, tipped there by Giramo. And a save made by Hartwick, so a good opportunity off the draw to get the puck to the net. Hartwick's there to make the save, cover, and we'll get another face-off. Giramo will step in again. Referee keeping the players out of the face-off circle, drops the puck, and it goes right to Hartwick. And once again, he'll cover. We'll get a third face-off to his left. Keeping Hartwick busy. As Giramo will step in for another draw here. And Giramo, this one, Pai fires it on net. It was blocked at the last second, just goes wide. And the Roughriders unable to get it out of their zone. Shot on net there by Deutsch. So you can see the Rampage just getting pucks on net. That's what they need to do.
More of that. They're gonna get pucks on net. They're gonna get fresh legs on the ice. I've been impressed with the first. Granted, it's been 33 seconds, but this is the 33 seconds you want to see out of the Rampage coming into the third period.
33 seconds in the fourth faceoff in their offensive zone. It'll be number 15, Blake Chapman, to step up, take this draw. He gets dropped to the ice, and the Roughriders are able to control through the neutral zone. They come. They'll dump it on to Caffarelli. He'll just glove it and hang on to it with Zebert coming down on him. The Slovakian native, I try to pronounce the town he's from, but I will butcher that. 6'1", 176-pound right-handed forward from Slovakia.
Not used to that many consonants in American land.
Off the draw, Schmidt picks up the puck, skates it all the way down across the blue line. He'll get rubbed off, but stays with the puck and get some help there from Steidahar. Steidahar behind the net. He'll pull up, try to bounce it off the net, get it out front. Can't. Roughriders will control. Here they come. Nice play there by Schmidt. Knocks his player hard into the boards. And Roughriders will have to regroup in the neutral zone. They'll chip it deep. Not deep enough. Lindsay will pick it up, and Lindsay fires it up the ice off the stick of Winogle. Roughriders control. Lindsay now with it again. Lindsay turns. Back up the boards, fires it out of the zone. Picked up there by the Roughriders. Backhand shot. Just goes wide. Caffarelli had his right pad out. Roughriders control here. Picked off there. Here comes Winogle. Winogle with an opportunity. Could be a 2-on-1 if he hurries. Winogle, nice defensive play, fires it on net. Rough Riders had a chance to get back. So a good defensive play there by the Rough Riders. As the Rampage almost with a 2-on-1 opportunity. Winogle will skate back. He'll pick it up with Esplin here. Winogle and Esplin. Esplin falls, shoots the puck. Save made by Hartwick. Goes to his right. And here comes the Rampage. Joey Winogle up top, passes it across. Shot on net by Truman Wurst. Save made by Hartwick. Elliot Hartwick, Nova Scotia native, making some saves here. Early in this third period so far, it's been all Rampage. And they'll get another change. Colin Kreisen, Kento Sanchez Mariama, and number 74, Boone Kinseth on the ice. Kreisen will take the draw. Got Mari Saarinen and Truman Wurst on D. Face off to the left of Hartwick. And Kreisen wins it back. Wurst stops. Nice move by Wurst. Tries to get it through. Blocked. Goes to the corner. Rough Riders. Good pressure there by Mariama. Nice job by Kento Sanchez. Mariama on the forecheck. Kreisen comes out with it. Picked off his stick. Comes up top for Wurst. Wurst walks in the middle. Shot. Just goes high and wide. Nice job by Wurst to walk the blue line. Puck just a little bit high off his stick. And the Rough Riders will ice it. And we'll get another face-off. So some pressure so far here. It's been all Rampage for the first minute and a half of this period. 2.5 minutes of this period. 17:27 left to go. In the third, they'll get another change. And they'll cycle through their lines. So we'll get Caden Geramo back on with Clayton Deutsch, Nay and Pye, and Hertz and Fish on D. So they've cycled through all four lines pretty quickly there here in the first.
You know, honestly, I feel like that's a...
Here's an opportunity for the Rough Riders. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Nice play by Hertz. Across, and Pye came back on the back check. As the Rampage dodged a bullet there, Rough Riders had an opportunity, just unable to capitalize. And off the netting it goes. As Fish throws it up into the netting, we'll get a face-off in zone to the left of Caffarelli. So Rough Riders with a good opportunity there. Nay and Pye, nice job on the back check to eliminate.
Yeah, I mean, I was just about to say that the Rampage had done a great job of keeping the pressure down in the offensive zone and let up those offensive opportunities for the Rough Riders. They got to keep that up. Speed seems to be the most important part here. When you get the puck or when you're attacking a race, speed seems to be the thing that sets these two teams apart. Whether whoever wins the races or whoever just, decides to outspeed the other one going around the corner. That seems to be the big difference maker in those offensive opportunities I'm seeing.
Get an intentional offsides, face off the neutral zone. 16:56 left to go here in the third period as Geramo will step in to take the draw. Referee telling Pye to back up. Been the theme all night long. And Geramo wins it. Pye chips it to Hurst. Hertz fires it in. We'll get an offside as Clayton Deutsch on the weak side was trying to get a step on that dump. It was a couple steps offsides, and we'll do it all over again here in the neutral zone.
I appreciate the energy and the getting after the nest, though. Maybe we'll get the puck across the blue line first. They'll be able to get there. But I always have to appreciate that effort.
Rough Riders control, fire it back deep. Fish fires it around the boards. Deutsch, he takes a shot on the half wall, gets some help there from Geramo. And Rampage trying to clear it out of the zone. Rough Riders keep it in. Takes a weird bounce. Fish picks it up off the bounce. Fires it cross ice. Tape to tape there. Beautiful pass there to Pye. He steps in the middle of the ice. Shot on net. Save made. Here's a rebound by Hertz. It's blocked. Nice job there. And the Rough Riders have blocked the shot, and Deutsch skates it around the net. Deutsch turns back the other way. Pye on his stick. He fires it in front. Had a guy in front. Couldn't quite connect. Fish. His shot gets blocked. He'll dump it down deep. Geramo now with the up to Pye. Pye with the shot on net. Just goes wide as he had an opportunity. Just couldn't quite pull the trigger quick enough. Nice play there by Deutsch to get it to Pye. Schmidt now with it as he's pressured there in the neutral zone by the Rough Riders. And the Rough Riders are able to maintain some possession here as Schmidt picks it up. Rough Riders shot on net. Caffarelli has to make the save, and he'll steer it up into the netting right above the studio here. They're going to face off to his right. the Rampage, they'll keep number 15, Blake Chapman, on the ice to take this draw. He's joined by Steinahar and Charlie Blake, number 63. Rampage win the draw. Blake skates up the ice across the red line with it. He'll take it wide. Blake drops his shoulder, has to pull up, maintains possession in the corner. Nice job by Blake protecting the puck. Up top to Lindsay. Lindsay fires it back in the corner. Blake skates after it. Can't quite get to it. Roughriders able to throw it up the half wall. And Schmidt keeps it in off in his backhand. Nice job by Schmidt. Backhand cross ice dump. Rampage Steinahar skates after it. Roughriders throw it around the net and out of the zone. No, kept in again nicely by Schmidt. He'll get it down deep.
Great
Blake.
job by Schmidt to keep that in and give a hit back to the forward that was attacking him.
There's a shot on net by Steinahar, goes wide. He'll fire it on net. Another save made. And steered aside, kept in by Lindsay. Nice job by Lindsay to keep it in. Blake to Steinahar. Steinahar, quick shot. And just tipped over up into the glass.
That's it.
A couple chances there again by the Rampage, dominating the possession time this period.
That was some tough play by the defenseman. You know, as a defenseman, you're used to people coming at you. It's really tough to keep the puck in at the blue line when you know someone's going to hit you regardless of what you do. So great job on both defensemen there to keep their position, get the puck in, and give a reverse hit. Honestly, the Rampage defenseman got the best of both of those hits, and the Rough Riders forwards had to think second about hitting the defenseman there.
Logo on the draw. He controls in his feet. And the Rough Riders able to clear it. It'll go up into the netting, and we'll get another face-off in zone. As Joey Winogle's line remains on the ice, number 55, Brave Esplin. Number 8, Cole Larson on the right side. Truman Wurst and Mari Saarinen at D for the Rampage. 14:46 left to go. 2-goal game. Rough Riders up 3-1. Rampage knocking at the door. Off the draw, Rampage control. Wurst fires it back behind the net. Esplin on it. Brave Esplin gets some help. Tried to find Winogle. Went over his stick and over Saarinen's stick. Saarinen has to regroup. He's got pressure. He'll skate it. Throws it back. D-to-D play to Wurst. Wurst up the ice. And Larson can't quite get it out. Caffarelli's going to have to stop it behind the net. Saarinen will pick it up. Saarinen up the half wall to Brave Esplin. He'll make a nice play to Winogle. And here comes Joey Winogle. With some speed, pulls up at the top of the circle. Finds Esplin skating into the zone. And a turnover. Nice job by the Rough Riders. And here they come 2-on-1 with a back checker. Nice job by Esplin on the back check. And a good defensive play there by Hertz. So they shut that 2-on-1 down pretty quickly with a nice back check and a good defensive play by Hertz, and the Rough Riders unable to capitalize on an opportunity. Puck now on the wall in the neutral zone.
Great communication by the defensemen, letting each other know who they got and locking down their person to make sure they don't get the opportunity.
Through the neutral zone, the Rough Riders comes. Hertz going to step up and take care of his man. We're going to get a penalty as Hertz got his stick right into the hands of the Rough Riders. Kind of a ticky-tack penalty, but he got his stick on his hands. He's going to get called for the hook. And again, got to move your feet, got to keep your stick on the ice, stick on puck, avoid that penalty, and it's going to be a 2-minute power play for the Rough Riders. Crucial time in this game. Rough Riders could take this one and put it away with a power play goal. If you're the Rampage, you've got to kill this off and get back to 5-on-5, as it's been all Rampage so far this period.
Absolutely, and whether you think that's a ticky-tack call, it's, I have to agree, but it comes down to the stick being level to the ice. If you're using your stick to do the attacking motion, not your shoulder, it makes it super easy for the refs to call a hooking penalty. He had the opportunity to just lay his shoulder into it. If he just follows through with that, he doesn't get the call.
Shot on net. Caffarelli makes the save as the Rough Riders control here with the man advantage. Battle on the half wall here. 3 Rough Riders players to 2 Rampage players. That's Schmidt and Kreisen. And they get a bit of help from Fish. Nice job by the Rampage to contain and kill some clock. Fish loses his stick though. So now we've got a defenseman without a stick. That's not good. Basically 5-on-3.
Great shot blocked by Mariama there.
Mariama stays up top, goes down, blocks the shot. Fish is able to get his stick. Huge play, and then Mariama continues on with the forecheck here. That's why you love to watch him play. He's such a spark plug player, works so hard.
It's something that, even if it doesn't come out in the points, assists, what have you, Mariama is a player you want on the ice. He's going to be working his tail off the entire time. He's going to do those hard things like block shots willingly. great player to see on the ice, and you'd hope to have him on your team.
Rough Riders throw it in front of the net, and it gets tipped out of play. Or the net off its moorings. I'm not sure what the whistle was for. I didn't see it come out of the zone, but nevertheless, we've got a whistle, and we're going to get a face-off to the right of Caffarelli. Pye comes out onto the ice. He's going to be joined by Boone Kinseth and Schmidt and number 17, Truman Wurst, back from Manitoba. And a crucial 46 seconds left on this Rough Riders man advantage. Nice job by Kinseth. Good stick in the stick lane. Rough Riders will have to regroup. 39 seconds left and counting. Pye provides some forecheck pressure. Kinseth goes. And Rough Riders able to get it out of the zone. Here they come across the blue line with some speed. Schmidt keeps his player to the outside. Cycled back behind the net. Picked up by the Rough Riders. Schmidt now with it. Good job by Schmidt off the boards. Kinseth, he finds Pye. Here comes Pye with some room. Pye shot on net and a goal! What a great shot by Nayan Pye as he was skated the puck wide, shot on net far side, and it's a 3-2 shorthanded goal, makes it a 3-2 hockey game. Huge, huge goal for the Rampage.
Absolutely. I mean, it's those little opportunities. Great job by Pye. I mean, again, he's another hard-working player. You'd hardly ever see an opportunity or a shot by him there where he didn't work his tail off the entire shift. The same thing here. Worked his tail off, set him up in the position, and heck, that wasn't even a great position to shoot, but man, did he just pick out his spot, hit it, and great opportunity for the Rampage to be just one goal down with 11:45 left in the game.
Now, what I love about that goal, his speed, he went into that zone full speed, he didn't stop moving his feet, and he took that shot, his feet were still moving, the goaltender had no chance to set, and it was in and out of the net like that, a heck of a shot. So Nayan Pye, after watching him that first weekend not shoot the puck enough, he shoots the puck tonight, and he's got a crucial goal. It's a 3-2 hockey game, and the Rampage are buzzing.
You see that even at this level. Sometimes defensemen and goaltenders are waiting for forwards to stop, collect their feet, collect the puck before they shoot. And if you're good enough, if you got a shot like Pye, a quick release. Oh,
back the other directions. Caffarelli
rough stuff there.
Makes a save, and we get some rough stuff in the corner.
Easy does it, boys.
Big punch there.
That was a good one.
Big punch delivered to
Gordon,
Fish there.
Gordon should be done.
And we're going to see both go to the box.
Man, Gordon gave him a haymaker. I don't know how that's legal.
Yeah, we'll see if Gordon gets an extra one here as those two were going out at Fish and Gordon. And then Gordon just unleashed with the right hook.
I mean,
caught Fish right in the head. And
I don't know how that's not misconduct.
So we'll see.
I mean, I can't even punch a dude in beer league without getting kicked out of the game. So I mean, this is U18 play, but that's just me, you know.
We'll see what happens here as the referees confer. Could be an opportunity for the Rampage to go on a power play. They're both in the box. It'll just be a matter of, does anybody get an extra 2 minutes on this?
There's no place for punches. Not
after the play. The play was over.
No, and
referees had gotten in between, and he just drops a haymaker right over the referees. So
it was at the point where everything, you're gonna see, slaps and punches and smacks to the face. It's somewhat part of the game, but that sort of stuff, especially at this level,
So 11:06 left to go here on the clock. We'll see what happens with the penalties. If you want to sponsor Rampage TV, please go to the website, corampage.com/Rampage TV. Full sponsorship opportunities available. We've had nobody this year yet sign up, but we haven't pushed it very hard either, and we haven't talked about it much on the air. So if you want your business to be noticed and talked about, a lot of opportunities. Just go to the Rampage TV website, take a look at the packages, what your packages will buy, and you'll get a lot of airtime. We'll talk about your business throughout the night.
Absolutely.
So as we see here, referees still trying to figure things out and talking to the score clock here. And it looks like it's going to be a power play for the Rampage. So a great opportunity here, as I think they're going to get the Rough Riders for that extra haymaker at the end of that scrum. As Fish was going after, I believe it was, who was it on that play? I guess I missed.
It was 27 on 27 violence.
27 on, so it was Gordon. So Gordon took a shot at Caffarelli after that shot. Calf really made the save, and Fish pushes him
Came
out of the
after
way.
him, yeah.
Few punches thrown, and referees get in the way, and the haymaker is...
Looks like a double minor is what we're going with.
So double minor for Fish, 4 on the board here for the Rampage.
Yeah, arguably that's more, punitive. I would say if I'm reffing the game, that player gets a misconduct. But as far as the team goes, I'd say 4 minutes rather than 2 minutes on the penalty kill is
We'll
a
see.
little bit more punitive. But
They're still sorting things out. 4 minutes is off the clock, so we'll just wait till they get it sorted out. As we have looks like a 5-on-4 is 5 guys for the Rampage on the ice. Power play. Pie's going to be up top. It's going to be
so Gordon
Geramo.
So Gordon got tossed.
So Gordon's
It's a double minor with game misconduct. Oh, it's okay. So it's offsetting. I'm confused.
No, it's going to be an extra 2 minutes for the Rough Riders. Gordon is being ejected from the game for that haymaker punch, which he should be. Yeah. And it looks like the Rampage now will have a 2-minute power play as their top units on the ice. Schmidt and Pye up top. It'll be Geramo, number 8 Larson on the left side, and number 8 Clayton Deutsch on the right side. So a huge opportunity after scoring a shorthanded goal to get this game within 1. The Rampage power play will get an opportunity to try to tie it up, as the referee's still trying to get the score clock to get it right. And I'm not sure really what the confusion is. Should be pretty simple. 2 on the clock. Let's get going.
Yeah, okay. So it's just the clockwork. They're switching back and forth.
So here we go. Crucial point in this hockey game. 11:06 left to go in the third period. 3-2 Rough Riders. Rampage on the power play. Geramo will step in to take the draw. Big draw here. We'll see if they can gain possession and control it. Off the draw they do. Up top to Schmidt. Schmidt over to Pye. Pye across ice, intercepted by the Rough Riders out of the zone. Schmidt does a nice job keeping it in. Great job by Schmidt there. And this time the Rough Riders will clear all the way down. Schmidt will have to pick it up. No icing here. It's not going to make it. And Schmidt will pick it up and he'll get going here. Schmidt, turnover in front. Luckily Pye was there to pick it up. Pye turns it over and Schmidt's got to come all the way back. So some sloppy start here to the power play.
You don't want to choose to go through the pressure. If he's pushing you to the outside, you take that lane and use your speed to get past him.
So Pye's going to regroup here. He'll come out of the zone with some speed, drop it back to Schmidt. Here comes Schmidt now. Schmidt across the red line. He'll gain the zone. Schmidt takes a look, tries to fire across to Pye. Nobody home. That's number 96 Geramo with it. Geramo throws it back behind the net. Rough Riders control. Fall on the puck. And Rampage are going to come out of the pile with it. Rampage on the half wall. They're down in the corner. Needs some help. Didn't get help there. Fired around, and Schmidt does a great job keeping it in. Over to Pye. Pye down. Here's a one-time opportunity. Nope. Deutsch shot on net. Save made. As he, instead of shooting the puck, he skated it in. Opportunity. Pye now. Here's a pass over. Nice job blocking it. It was Deutsch trying the one-timer. Just off his stick at the last second. Larson battling, getting some help down low from Geramo. Rough Riders able to clear it. They'll ice it. And we'll get a whistle with 9:38 left to go. And tough to see what that penalty clock is. Just under a minute left on the penalty. Rampage will change it up, and we'll see Joey Winogle, Brave Esplin, and Brandon Steidehar, along with Truman Wurst.
Tremendous pressure so far. Great first minute of this power play. I hope to see more of that.
And Blake Chapman will step up to take the draw. Winogle and Wurst playing up top. So another 4 forwards and 1 D. This time it's Wurst. Walks to the middle. To Winogle. Cross ice play to Steidehar. Shot blocked. Good block there by the Rough Riders. Back up to Steidehar. He fires it on net. Save made. Winogle picks it up. He'll skate it down to the corner. Winogle all the way around the net. He goes with it. Winogle back to the half wall. And he'll skate all the way to the top. Winogle shot on net low. It was off the pad. Esplin with the rebound. So good play there by Winogle. There's another shot by the Rampage. Goes wide. Chased after there by Chapman. Kept in by Wurst. And the puck will squirt up over into the Rough Riders bench. We'll get a whistle. And we'll get a change. And that'll be it. 5-on-5 as Rampage unable to convert on the power play. 8:50 left to go here in the third period. And we'll see that fourth line on for Rampage, Colin Kreisen, Boone Kinseth, and number 72, Kento Sanchez, Mariama, Saarinen, and Truman Wurst. Wurst will stay on the ice with Saarinen at D. Big hit center ice there by Saarinen, just levels his player right in the middle of the ice. And Rampage chip it down deep, forecheck after it. Off the wall, Kinseth keeps it alive, keeps it in the corner. Roughriders skate out with it though. Here come the Roughriders. They've got some speed. Shot on net, save made by Caffarelli. Rebound and a goal. So Caffarelli went down and Pollock from the far side went high. Caffarelli was on the ice. It was a perfect shot. Caught him upstairs. And a disappointing goal given up there by the Rampage after dominating this third period. And one rush. Caffarelli made the save, puck bounced out, and all the way across he tried to get. He was down on the ice and buried it up top. So a nice goal for the Roughriders to take a 4-2 lead.
Now, as the Roughriders, that's exactly the goal you want, because the Rampage have been dictating the pace of play in this third period, and you want to take back that momentum. Make sure you got that two-goal lead. It's up to the Rampage now to make sure they keep up that pressure on the Roughriders and get back to where they were just before that small mistake.
Schmidt chases it down behind his own net, fires it up the board. Roughriders showing a little bit more intensity after that last goal, firing it wide and high. Hertz will chase after it. Hertz chips it out of the zone. Roughriders controlling the neutral zone. Turnover here. Here comes Rampage, can't quite get to it. Roughriders will chip it. And Rampage control. Here comes Deutsch. Deutsch skates it into the middle of the ice. Deutsch shot on net, knuckle puck there. And high rebound shot by Pye goes high and wide. Rampage control. Throwing down towards the net. Nobody home. Hertz now with it. Hertz fires it on net low. Tipped by Pye, goes wide. Pye chases after it up to Lindsay. Garrett Lindsay fires it on net. Save made, rebound. Pye was there, couldn't quite get it. It was blocked out in front. So again, Rampage back to some pressure here. As Lindsay to Wurst. Wurst now. It's good skating by Wurst. Around the net. Here comes Wurst. Passes up the ice. Opportunity for Larson. Larson drop pass to Winogle. Winogle tries to get it on net. It's blocked. And the Roughriders able to break that up and clear it. And here they come again with a little more speed. Here's an opportunity. Shot. Oh, they just couldn't quite get it. Esplin does a great job on the back check. And he's going to get called for the hook as Taylor had a step on him. Esplin on the back check. Another 2-on-1 opportunity. And that's part of the problem when you're pressing offensively. You're going to give up some odd man rushes, and once again they give an odd man rush. Esplin unable to get back in time on the back check without causing a penalty, without having to take a penalty, and so now the Roughriders with 6:58 have a great opportunity to seal this game up.
See, this is you cannot let up that momentum. You know, they've done a great job of maintaining offensive pressure. You see the majority of their mistakes come off of these rushes, come off of making mistakes. It's somebody rushing in, shooting, leaving somebody open. You have to be as comfortable putting on that pressure as well as responding to that pressure.
Roughriders doing a great job coming in the zone with speed. Certainly they've got their center lane drive down. Guys going hard to the net, and they're taking that puck hard wide. So some good hockey as the Roughriders bending but not breaking on D, and then utilizing the transition and odd man rushes to take care of business. And they're going to go on the power play here. Great opportunity. It'll be Chapman, Blake, Schmidt, and number 4, Zach Hertz killing this off. Face off to the left of Caffarelli. 2-minute penalty. This is crucial to kill for the Rampage. Chapman will take the draw. Referees talking it over.
I guess 27 wasn't kicked out of the game. He just got in the penalty box.
Off the draw, Roughriders control. Pass across, 5-on-4 power play here for 2 minutes for the Roughriders. They'll set it up top in this umbrella formation. Puck comes back up top, and they'll release down to the corner. Back to the half wall up top again. Had to play it off his skate. Reese does. He'll pass it back over. Back up top, looking for the one-time play. Rampage doing a good job staying in the passing and shooting lanes. There's a pass across, shot on net, off the post. Taylor hits the post, so some great puck movement by the Roughriders. They had exactly what they wanted. Caffarelli beat, and Taylor rings it off the outside post. Rampage dodge a bullet. Schmidt picks it up. Here comes Schmidt with some speed. 1-on-3, and he has it turned over at the blue line. Here comes the Roughriders back the other way. Shot on net, blocked there by Charlie Blake. And the Roughriders control. Blake steps in though, picks it up, and here comes Blake. Skates it off over the red line. He'll fire it on net. Glove down by the goaltender Hartwick. And the Roughriders will set up their 0-5 breakout. Joey Winogle and Nayan Pai on the ice. Forechecking on the kill here. Lindsay and Fish on D. Fish tips it to the corner. Roughriders control. Out of the corner, they'll maintain possession, although Pai is able to step in on the half wall, clear it out. Winogle, he'll get to it first. Joey Winogle pulls up. Nice. Oh, passes over, and Pai is just absolutely mugged. And down he goes, and we're going to get a penalty on the Roughriders. So nice job there by Nayan Pai to go to the net, as Winogle tried to feed him across, and he was just knocked to the ice. Legs taken right out from underneath him. And the Roughriders are going to go to the box. That's number 43, looks like James Jerfee. And that'll even it up. Will be 4-on-4 for 25 seconds, and then the Rampage will have an opportunity with 5:23 left to go here in the third period to get a power play goal. So it'll be Kinseth, Steidehar, Wurst, and Fish for the Rampage. 30 seconds on the 4-on-4. And the Rampage will go to work on the power play. Roughriders skate into the zone, offsides. As Taylor was a step across, arguing with the ref. Referee says, "Shut up! Don't want to hear it." It was offsides.
I forget that referee's name, but I've had him since I was about this age, and he doesn't take any talk back. He's very good. If you have any problems with him, just have a conversation with him. But if you're gonna chirp at him across the ice, you're not gonna get any help.
15 seconds left to go on the Rampage penalty. Once they're out of the box, it'll be 5-on-4 for approximately a minute and a half. Fish now with it. Fish across the blue line. Fish skates it down the zone, around the net, fires it in front. Tried to find Steidehar in front, couldn't quite connect. And the Roughriders are going to fire it down the ice. We're going to get an icing here in a minute, and looks like 25 on the clock for the power play, with 4:50 left to go. So Rampage, it's their top unit on the ice. Crucial here, they win this draw, get this thing set up, and hopefully in the back of the net fast, draw this one back to a 1-goal game.
This is a very, very important power play. Like you said, you're down 2. This is the perfect opportunity to get back in within 1 and set yourself up for a great last 3 minutes or so.
Face off 1, Pai. Schmidt up top, shot on net, save made. Pai picks it up, goes back up top to Schmidt. Schmidt down to Deutsch. He'll hold it. He'll take a look. Cross ice to Pai, intercepted there by the Roughriders, but still got to Pai's stick. Pass across off a Roughrider player. Rampage have to regroup. Geramo to Deutsch. Deutsch will skate it in. He'll drop it for Blake. Blake, backhand play to Schmidt. Schmidt over to Pai. Pai down low, back up to Pai. Pai shot on net, and a save made there by Hartwick. He had Blake in front. Geramo in front. Hartwick makes the save. We'll get a face-off to his right. We have 47 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Joey Winogle will play with Schmidt up top now. And it'll be Chapman taking the draw along with Grave Esplin. And number 28, it looks like, Colin Kreisen. Nope, that's Steidehar. Rampage win the draw. Tried to get it on net. Couldn't. Esplin will pick it up in the corner. He'll settle it, create some time and space, up to Steidehar. Steidehar. Schmidt intercept. Pass was intercepted. He was trying to get it back to Steidehar. Roughriders intercept, and they're able to clear. Caffarelli will stop it behind the net, and the Rampage will have one more rush at it here on the man advantage with 3:46 and counting to go in this hockey game. Winogle fires it all the way around the boards. Esplin leaves it for Schmidt. Schmidt keeps it alive. Winogle with it now. Winogle tries to skate it to the middle of the ice, gets it knocked off his stick, And the Rough Riders try to clear, kept alive there by Chapman. Up top to Schmidt. It's now Winogle on to Winogle. He loses it, and they're going to have to regroup in the neutral zone. Penalty is over. It's 5-on-5. 3:18 left to go and counting. Steidaher. Shot on net. Rebound. Espen was there. Couldn't get a stick on it. And we're going to get an interference call.
Goaltender got run over.
Goaltender is down. And we're going to get no penalty. Net came off its moorings. So I guess it wasn't an interference call. I don't know what he had the interference sign out there. No call.
I'm just watching the game here. We'll see what happens here. I mean, the goaltender did get knocked over. The net got knocked over, so maybe they're. I'm not even going to speculate.
Face-off comes out of the zone. Colin Kreisen will step in to take it. Pinto, Sanchez, Mariama, Boone, Kinseth with him. And the Rough Riders control off the draw. Far across ice pass, and we'll get an icing here and a face-off back down to the right of Elliot Hartwick. Truman Wurst. Mari Saarinen on D for the Rampage with 3:02 as this clock now becomes the Rampage's biggest enemy. As Kinseth wins the draw, Saarinen at the point fires it on net. Save made by Hartwick. Kreisen after it. Rough Riders able to clear. And Saarinen uses his own net to shield the puck, fires it down the ice. No icing here as Kreisen will chase it down on the forecheck. Nice job by the Rough Riders. Faked one way, created some time and space, and here they come. Get it in the zone. It'll be chased after there by Truman Wurst. Fires it around the boards. Mariama now. They'll pick it up off the boards, chip it up in the air. Kreisen will skate after it. Rough Riders chip it out of the zone. Here come the Rough Riders now. Good job closing the gap there is Fish. And an opportunity, can't quite get a stick on it. Rough Riders maintain possession on the half wall. Fire it back down behind the net. Rough Riders with it. First hurts on his man shot, and Caffarelli will make the glove save. We'll get a face off to his left. 2:06 left to go. Got to start thinking about a timeout here, maybe.
Timeout, depending on how daring you are, you're thinking about when you're going to pull the goalie as well. There's 2 minutes left. Really, at this point, you just got to get one pass. You got to get one pass. Sets up the opportunity to go for broke. But you got to get that third goal right here.
Dramo loses the draw. Rough Riders battling in the corner. A lot of precious seconds coming off the clock. Hurts with it now. Hurts up the ice to Pye. Pye can't control it. And Dramo and Pye just trying to battle around. We're going to get an offsides here. So 1:44 left to go. And again, looking at that bench, doesn't look like Coach Clark's going to call a timeout here. And Caffarelli's going to stay in the net.
I believe I think he's looking for that third goal. The offensive core has to do their job here. Give them the opportunity to pull that goaltender, take a timeout, do whatever you got to do.
2-on-1 by the Rough Riders here. Shot on net. It's going for the.
But you got to prove you can do that. You can't give up opportunities like this late in the game.
Pye now with it. Pye goes down. Puck in the corner. Caffarelli still in the net. Doesn't look like there's any indication that he's going to be coming for an extra attacker. So 1:16 and counting. Rough Riders tying the puck up the corner, doing a nice job just killing time here. Rampage, they got to move. They're just simply running out of time. Rough Riders throw it out of the zone. Schmidt's going to have to chase it down. 1 minute left to go here in the third period. Schmidt skates it up the ice, chips it down deep. He'll chase after it. He has help from Steidaher there. Behind the net, battle Steidaher and Schmidt, defenseman down low. Dramo will get off the ice. Blake Chapman will step on as the Rough Riders doing a great job just killing time, and we're going to get a penalty here as the Rampage going to go to the bench, cross-checking, and the Rough Riders are going to finish this off with 38.6 seconds left to go in the hockey game with a power play, so that'll pretty much all but do it for the Rampage. So as much as they've dominated this third period, it was really a matter of giving up a couple odd man rushes, and that's really the game today. felt like the Rampage really had a lot of control of possession time, a lot of possession time in their offensive zone. But the Roughriders able to take advantage of a couple odd man rushes, and the Rampage simply unable to get a lot of pucks to the net.
Yeah. The Rampage, possession time and aggressiveness, I give it all to them. But when it comes down to taking advantage of the opportunities, getting good shots on net, the Roughriders did it all today.
Blake.
They took advantage of their rushes. It's just the little mistakes that show on the scoreboard when you see two teams face each other like this.
So Roughriders happy here just to kill the clock, 18 seconds and counting. And Rampage seem a little bit confused. They've got to attack here, but the Roughriders just happy to play a little bit of keep away. And that'll pretty much do it. Back to Fish. 4 seconds left. And that'll be it. Worst will fire it in, goes wide, and that'll do it. The Roughriders defeat the Rampage, and that'll be one that Coach Clark's going to go back and look at video. Probably not be too happy on some of the little things that cost him this game. They played better than the scoreboard shows, and it's a tough loss for the 18U Rampage hockey team.
And yeah, like you said, the effort was there, which is one of the hardest things you can do in hockey, is to outplay a team. But it's just about nailing down those opportunities. Not giving up those rush opportunities and taking advantage of those shots and those opportunities that you do have. So yeah, definitely they're going to go back, look at this on video, try and fix those little things here and there. But overall, I got to say that the team played well. The team gave a lot of effort. They just got to tighten up a couple nuts and bolts, and I think they're going to be in good shape.
Well, that'll do it for tonight's doubleheader broadcast. Disappointing night for the Rampage, unable to capture a win as the 14Us drop one to OHC, and then the Roughriders claim a road win here over the home team, 4-2. David, it's been fun tonight. Thanks for joining me. Always fun to do a doubleheader. We'll be back in a couple weeks. Stay tuned to Rampage TV for the next broadcast schedule. We'll finalize that on Wednesday and get that to everybody by the end of the week. So we'll see you back here in a week or 2 or 3 as we get our next dates finalized. I want to thank the staff at the World Sports Broadcasting Network, the crew here at Rampage TV, Carson Moon Owens doing a great job producing, and Aaron Cunliffe couldn't make it tonight, so his father out here.
Aaron's out there playing hockey for another team, so we wish him luck. And thanks again for all of you who tuned in. You all make this possible. You all make us keep going. So the more you show up, the more viewership we get. Not only do we keep this going, but we keep showing the great talent that we have here in the state of Colorado. So I look forward to coming back in a couple weeks, seeing some more talent, and having some more fun with you, Sean.
Well, thank you, David. It's always a pleasure being in the booth with you. I want to thank Monument Rinks and the Rampage staff for supporting Rampage TV. We'll be back here soon. Keep your eyes peeled on corampage.com/Rampage TV. Look for sponsorship opportunities. Have a great rest of